morning because I'm going to go pick up my brother because my brother is an HVAC specialist and our heater is acting up. Mind you, this heater is only like 2 years old because I had to get the whole unit replaced in 2022. So I don't know if it's a thermostat issue or what the issue is. Now, mind you, it's not your everyday central heat and air heating unit. My house was built in 1957 in Oklahoma at that, and my first time seeing stuff like this was being in Oklahoma. A floor heater. Now, I talked about this before about how I spent over $4,000 to get my floor heater completely replaced, like a whole unit. So I don't have central heat and air. I have one humongous floor heater that goes down into the floor and it heats the whole house through one humongous vent. And it's coming on. There's a pilot light down in there. You can see the pilot light is lit. It comes on, but it won't stay on. Like, it won't continuously blow heat. So you gotta like turn it all the way down for a little bit and then turn it back up, and then it'll blow for like 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, like a few minutes. I don't even think 5 minutes. And it'll blow strong, and then it'll just stop. And I'm like, what is this? What is this that's causing this? And luckily my brother is in HVAC, so his fee is for me to buy him food. He was like, yes, come pick me up and just buy me some food. I said, okay. So I'm on my way to go pick up my brother so he can work on my heater. And in the meantime, I was like, you know what? I haven't done a video in a while. So let me drop a little video. Now, I'm gonna show you guys more videos on how we communicate with our deafblind mother. If you're familiar with the Helen Keller story, okay? Now, my mom might be deafblind, but she's not a shut-in. Ooh, excuse me. I have been getting over a cold. I'm not even going to claim cold. I have been getting over these symptoms for the past 4 days. But I'm way better than I was. It went from a sore throat to a cough to laryngitis to now I just have like this residual cough. Like every once in a while I cough. And then that sneeze, that I did just a little bit ago. And that's it. And I didn't take any medicine. I used all natural ingredients to soothe myself and to eliminate the symptoms or heal. I didn't use any type of medication. Didn't even use Halls or anything. Everything I did was a whole natural approach. So if you want to know about what I do in those certain situations, let me know and I'll share that with you. But for this video, I'm going to shed some light on how we communicate with our mother. And so I'm going to go pick up my brother. My brother lives with our mother, and he's been helping her out and doing things for her. But she used to live by herself, even as a deafblind woman. So it's not like she needs somebody to live with her. She actually went to the Helen Keller Institute in New York, and then she went to another deafblind like school, like kind of training in Lincoln, Nebraska. They have a place there where they train you on living independently, and she has so many cool gadgets, you guys. I'm gonna have to like one day be like, go over her house and be like, hey, can you tell us about these gadgets that you have? She doesn't even use them all, but she has a lot of them. She even has a sundial watch. I kid you not. A sundial watch. Like, when I think of sundial, I think of like way back in the hieroglyphic days. But she has like a watch that you literally flip the little lid, the glass lid off, and she can feel it based off of where the sundial is. She can feel what time it is. Like, oh, this is where it's pointed. Not like a regular like watch. You would think they would just have a regular watch that you could feel, but no, it looks like a sundial. I hope she still has it. I haven't seen her with that thing for a long time, because she doesn't like watches or anything on her wrist. So she stopped wearing it because it irritates her wrist. And it was kind of bulky. But for communication purposes, we have to sign everything in her hand. So she'll actually hold her hand out like this, and I'm driving, but you put your hand like underneath her hand and sign whatever you need to sign. So when I'm driving, I can communicate with my mother with one hand. So this is the passenger seat on this side, right? So I can be driving and I can go like this and sign to her in her hand with one hand. So some signs might take two hands. Like if you were to say, how are you? How are you? Right? You use two hands to go how. But you can do it with one hand. Like, she'll be touching my hand like this, and I'll go, she'll go, yes, yes. And she talks. You guys have seen a lot of deaf people that don't speak, or they use like sounds. And the reason why they do that, some people make fun of like how deaf people sound. Think about it. They don't know, if they've never had hearing in any capacity, they don't know what words sound like. They don't know. My mom has had hearing. So she had hearing aids that would help her not hear 100%. Like, she couldn't hear 100% clearly, but she could make out voices and certain sounds. And some sounds still sounded like it didn't sound right to her. So when she speaks, not everything she says is absolutely clear, but you can understand what she's saying. She might mispronounce certain words because she doesn't know like what they sound like, especially when she's introduced new vocabulary, because now she's deaf. She's like, she can make out certain voices. Like if she it's hard to explain, but if she knows you and she's familiar with your voice based off of your voice pattern, because she has a really powerful digital hearing aid, and not the implant. She didn't get that, because the implant, they actually take your eardrum out, throw it away, and replace it. But she didn't get that cochlear implant. She doesn't have that, but she has really powerful hearing aids. Like, it's wow. Technology has come a long way. And so she can, if she knows you and she knows your voice patterns, she can make out certain words that you're saying, but like you can't have a whole conversation. You're like, yes, okay, hello, like that. And she'd be like, oh, hello, like that. But you can't have, okay, and then she'd be like, I don't know what you're saying. I have no idea. She just might hear like noises, but she doesn't know what you're saying. So it's fascinating. It's really fascinating knowing, like, when she explains what she hears and how she can really decode it. She can decode it in her own way. And so I'm here, actually. And so with my mom, when we're talking to her, we would talk in her hand, and she'll put her hand like this, and you just be like, and she can feel your signs. And if she doesn't know, she'll be like, what? Do that again. And then we'll do it again. She might tell you sign slower. And sometimes I get signs wrong, so then I spell it. So she knows the whole alphabet. Like when you're doing A, B, she'll go like this. C, D, she'll be like, okay. E, and she could feel the letters that you're making. And she, oh, okay. And sometimes you start spelling part of a word and she'll try to like finish it, kind of like text predictor on your phone. When you start typing a word and it'll kind of like predict what you're trying to type, you be like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Or like, yeah, that's the word right there. So she'll try to, oh, you mean it? And sometimes like, no. And then she'll be like, and I'll spell it again, and then she'll wait until I finish the word. And oh, okay. And those are ways that we communicate with her. So the hand-in-hand signing is one of the main ways that everybody communicates with her, especially during conversation. If she's just trying to hear a yes, no, I'm over here, okay, then she can hear that to a certain extent if she has her digital hearing aids in and they're like really, like she's charged them. If they're dead and she has nothing in, she hears absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But she's sensitive to vibration. So like if it's thunderstorming or there's an earthquake, she can feel the vibrations. So she's sensitive to those type of vibrations. And then her doorbell even has like a vibrator thing under her pillow. So saying she's laying in the bed or she's sitting on her bed and then somebody rings the doorbell, she'll know that somebody's at the door because it's connected to this little vibrating bar that will shake her bed and make her bed vibrate. And then she has something she can carry with her that if it vibrates, she can know somebody's at the door. And different, when I say like gadgets like that, like her alarm vibrates. Like you can set your phone on vibrate. So she has like a little alarm thing that she puts her phone in this little holder thing, and it like communicates and it can vibrate. And one thing I would say, like I'm not like team Apple. I've had one iPhone, and I do have an iPad, but I have a lot of Android tablets. I have had many Android phones. The phone I have now is an Android phone. But Apple seems to have the most gadgets for people that are deaf and blind. So my mom has had an iPhone probably for about 18 years. Probably about 18 years, maybe even longer. She's had an iPhone. Let me blow my horn. Yeah, 18 years, because they have different apps and settings in the phone, and a lot of the things, the gadgets, for some reason, I don't know why, they're the most compatible or only compatible with iPhone. So it's like iPhone has monopolized the market in some areas. And if you have your, like even a mobile phone, they have like the accessibility, like for low vision, whatever. But there's if you ever wonder, like, what is this accessibility function in my phone? Play around with it. It will change different settings in your phone. So if you're like low vision or deaf, or blind, say you're blind, it'll have where it will speak the text to you, things like that. Or if you're low vision, then it'll have where your words could be like this big on your phone, like big, because you can make it like your text like a little bigger, a little magnified. But I'm talking like when you might have like 2 letters on your phone and have to go like this to read the word, like really scroll through the word just to read it. So play around with accessibility. They have those features on your phone to accommodate if you're deaf, blind, whatever your needs are. So I just want to drop you that video to just kind of touch on that. I did a video on, someone wanted to ask about how we communicate with our mother.
Oh yeah, sign language. Are you on the phone?
No, I'm making a video for YouTube.
Oh.
So my brother's in the car now, so we're gonna go get this HVAC situation planned out, and I'm gonna bring you guys more videos on like what's you guys, like so much has been going on, so that's why I've been absent. Like, but yeah, we're gonna do some more videos on that, and yeah, we're not gonna put the camera on him. So TTFN.